Presently, cancel Netflix is trending. And it's trending along with Boycott Netflix, and it's trending alongside Cuties. Because, as we've discussed previously, Netflix has released a film that overtly, unabashedly, unashamedly promotes the sexualization of children, the exploitation of children, and not just children, but very young children, pre-teen, 11-year-old little girls. I'm not sure what response they intended to get, what response they thought they would get, but people have been upset and expressed the fact that no one wanted this film to be released because it's wrong, because it promotes pedophilia, because it promotes, not even promotes, it in fact engages in the emotional and sexual abuse of these children. The film itself had an adult rating to begin with, an MA rating, which should have been a clue that it was problematic. The description itself was bad. But here's the thing. I don't think we knew how bad it was. I think we anticipated the worst thing about this film was going to be the dancing. Specifically, that they were trying to use this dance team and the sexualized dancing that's involved to win some competition. Worst case scenario. But judging from the clips that have been released, because I haven't watched it, I don't intend to, but people have, and they've been posting clips from the film on Twitter under this hashtag, and what you find is utterly repulsive. It's the worst form of exploitation. The fact that these are it's almost like they didn't think these were real human beings. It's almost as if they didn't see them as children during the casting and during the filming of this thing. These are children being sexually exploited on set in real life, not just on camera, for profit. Everybody needs to go to jail. I don't care who. The director needs to go to jail. The producer needs to go to jail. The casting agent, all of the parents, anybody who was on site and who did nothing about it, the cameraman, everybody needs to go to jail. Someone posted, Matt Aggers posted, the parent's guide. The first is a trigger warning that says an 11-year-old girl watches a female rap music video where naked women role play through dance both heterosexual and lesbian sex acts. An 11-year-old female dance group then mimics these sexual moves on themselves and on each other while the camera zooms in on their sexual body parts as they erotically writhe. This can be highly distressing to many viewers. Female breast nudity of a minor during an erotic dance scene, and lengthy and excessive close-up shots of breasts, bums, and spread crotches of scantily clad 11-year-old girls during numerous sexualized dance routines. A pair of tight leather pants on an 11-year-old girl are forcefully pulled down while the camera focuses in on her panty exposed bum. That's what's in this movie. Kaya Too Pretty says, Cuties need to be off Netflix. This is the worst movie ever. Dana Jackson asks, where are the parents? And why the hell did they sell their children out? Isn't this a form of child endangerment? I think so. This is sick. So people are canceling Netflix. And I'm glad. Because I'm not renewing. There's nothing on Netflix I need to see as long as this is there. But of course you have those people who feel like they have to play games with this subject. Like Abe Lincoln was a Karl Marx pen pal. This is the dumbest name. But anyway, this person says, why do I get the feeling everybody that's wanting to cancel Netflix for Cuties are the same people that adore TLC's toddlers and tiaras and support child beauty pageants? At a cursory glance, the main difference looks like the former is more racially diverse. Really? Really? Is this the hill you want to die on? The New Yorker says Cuties, which has angered scandal mongers on the right, is the story of a girl's outrage at and defiance of a patriarchal order. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a story of a little girl who in real life and in the film is being sexually exploited. That's what this is. Atul asks, how the hell am I right wing for being against the sexualization of minors? It doesn't matter what ideology you are to be completely against this degeneracy, or you're a disgrace. Hashtag cancel Netflix. Myth asks the question, Netflix, what the F is this? And why would you allow this on your platform? This is very disturbing. The production team and the parents who allow this need psychological help. Get rid of this show. Hashtag cancel Netflix. Turkey has actually banned it in their country. Are they the only country with sense? From what I understand, this may also not be playing in France. Amber says, if you've been to a dance competition, you've seen this before. You have. Shame on parents for exploiting their girls. Shame on Netflix. Hashtag cancel Netflix. Quarantine Food Junkie says, I dare you to defend this abomination of a movie without sounding like a pedophile. This isn't a left or right issue. I'm a leftist and think this is effing filth because it is. So someone actually contacted Netflix customer service and asked the question, do you people think pedophilia is okay? Netflix responds, Netflix does not support nor do we have child pornography on the service. Yes, you do. The film does not sexualize minors. It's a commentary on the negative effects of the sexualization of young girls in the press and on social media. It does sexualize minors. You don't post a video online burning a cat to prove animal abuse is wrong. Chi from Persona 4 says, I hate cancel culture. I don't participate in cancel culture, but what the actual F? Cancel Netflix. I'm not a fan of cancel culture either, but I think that when someone commits a crime, that's not cancel culture. That's not cancel culture. That's an appropriate response. That's not cancel culture. That's responsibility. That's all of us taking responsibility and saying we are not going to allow this behavior in our society. We live in a society. We have an obligation to protect the children in that society, no matter who we are. And so canceling Netflix is not cancel culture. Canceling the producer, canceling the director, the writer, and the parents involved in this is not cancel culture. Man Guy says, I hate cancel culture. You know what I hate more? Pedophiles. Netflix is supportive of pedophiles. Cuties is a movie about 11-year-old girls twerking and being overtly sexual. Everyone involved needs to be in prison. Hashtag cancel Netflix. Yeah, it's beyond twerking, and that's the part that's it's actually not. I'm not even angry right now. I've passed being incensed, and now it's more like I feel for those children. Like from what I've seen, some of the things people have posted from the movie, which I'm not going to post here. I am sickened and sad for what those girls went through in this film, especially the star of the film. There's a scene in this where the girls, I don't know if they broke into a place, they're somewhere they're not supposed to be. And these older guys, disgusting, come out. And there's one in particular who's basically harassing and threatening to call the police and all of this. And they get a call saying, I guess, that they got on the show, they or won the competition, I don't know, but the girls, to convince this guy that they are dancers, begin cheering on the lead child as she danced seductively and overtly sexually in front of this guy. And he leers at her and is clearly lusting after her. The camera literally pans her body as she's doing this. It's worse than what we thought. It's 1,000 times worse than what we thought. There's a scene where this child pulls down her clothes and takes a photo of her private area to post or send to someone. I'm without words. I don't even know how do you think this is okay, Netflix? How do you think this is okay? How do you think this is acceptable in any realm? How do you justify this? Netflix should lose money. Netflix should lose everything over this. They stole these children's innocence for profit.